Oh, do I? Boy, do I have a lesson planned out for you today. I'm pumped to deliver to you this crucial piece to the puzzle of running a fitness business. In fact, any business. And that is being able to prove what you're worth and being able to back up the price that you set for yourself. Because for far too long, gurus, mentors have told you that you are worth more, charge more, it's the only way to do business. When in reality, unless you can actually back up your method, your approach, your business's pathway, then who are you to charge what I charge, for example? So, in today's lesson, I'm going to go over with you exactly what you need to have in place so that you can either A, take what you already have out of your phone, out of the folders on the computer, out of text message threads from clients, and put it in a format that actually proves what you want to charge, or B, start going and collecting the type of proof that I'm going to show you now so you can undisputedly sit at the top of the hill in your local area or wherever you might compete in the market and say, this is what we can offer you, this is what we charge, and nobody else can actually deliver like we deliver. Okay. So the reason I'm sitting here with you and able to speak with this conviction is because of this proof. We've collected this proof over the last 16 years. This is not our only proof. We've got tons of proof, but this is a snapshot of the proof that we have. And a lot of this is before and after, but not all of it. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. But zooming out, if you're a woman and you wanted to get healthy, fit, and strong, and you saw this, wherever you saw it, you'd have more confidence in working with this business, seeing that this is the type of result that they produce. I can look at any one of these photos and tell you exactly why they started with us, the obstacles that they had to overcome, how they overcome those obstacles, and what they had as a benefit to working with us. Yes, there are before and afters. There are a lot of different age ranges in these before and afters, but there are also photos like this one. Okay, you wouldn't believe it. This is probably one of the photos that produces the most income when compared to other photos on this screen. And this is simply because a lot of women, they just want to get stronger. Okay, we've got a CrossFitter that came to us and actually shredded up and looks awesome. Okay, we've even got women who just had a dress that they wanted to fit into. Okay, it's not a before and after. Wasn't comfortable sharing that type of image, and we just got a great photo with her on a staircase with her hands in the air, showing us how she felt about fitting into that outfit. All right. So the first piece of being able to present your proof in a consumable way is not only to have the proof itself, but have a story behind it. So Isabel was heading down the path of her mum after she left school. So this sentence here really clearly communicates that she's young, she's gotten busy with work or whatever else she might be working on after school, and her health started to slip. Now she's looking great, but she also got her mum involved. Now imagine that, reading that as a young woman who might be in the same position as Isabel, that gives you the confidence or her the confidence that whatever Isabel did, she wants to do now because it's going to get her the same result. Okay. Helen worked full time, played masters hockey at a state level, and was about to become a grandmother for the first time. So this is a great story to tell to someone who's time poor, maybe a little bit older, might be in a position where they have accepted that age turns to sag. And this is proof that Even though Helen had all the excuses in the world, she didn't let those excuses get in her way. She actually used those excuses for fuel. Okay. Tash had a heart condition from birth, impacted her ability to exercise. Doctor said she wouldn't be here in the next 5 years if she didn't lose weight. So she snapped, searched high and low, and found us. The rest is history. You can see how these stories are short, sharp to get to the point, but they also do one thing, and that is they create a bridge from A to B. As the reader, you're at A, it provides the bridge, and it creates the hope and dream of what's on the other side, and it helps that hope and dream feel a little bit closer. And that's the importance of diversity in your proof. And the only way to get that proof is to work for it. A bit like muscles in the gym. The more people you train, the more people you take through transformation programs, the more results and proof like this you'll get. And it's a little bit like a self-fulfilling cycle. It's a flywheel. Your first few will be the hardest to collect. But as time goes on, if you're smart, the 5 pieces of social proof you get in the first place might take you years. But then those 5 pieces of social proof will get the next 10 pieces of social proof, and they will get the next 15 pieces of social proof, so on and so forth. Not all social proof comes in the same format. So yes, before and afters are great. As you've seen, there are photo shoots that you can do. There are just simply taking photos of a personal record in a training setting that all contribute to having that photography proof. But there are other forms of proof. So Google reviews are one of the best forms of proof because it is native to a lot of different businesses. When people research your business, they'll see, all right, how many reviews does this business have? How many of those are 4 and 5 star? What is the worst review? What is the best review? So there's all these different socially ingrained ways to check out the legitimacy of a business. As you can see on the screen here, this particular review is a really good one because this answers the question of, well, what am I going to experience in the first couple of weeks? Alana, she was actually on the slide before, so we got a 6-month transformation out of her. But we've used this to portray that, hey, when you first start and you're a brand new person training, you might be nervous, and you might not know where to start. We've got a professional capacity to actually take you through, make you feel safe, comfortable, and progress you so that you don't feel like a beginner as quickly as possible. Okay, because it is daunting coming into any new situation, a team, a new dance troupe, a gym where there's small group personal training. Even though the small group personal training is uh, communicated as being community, supportive environment, it's still daunting. So if you can see proof like this on sales pages, on emails, in Google reviews section, it does go a long way to helping people get over that hurdle of just reaching out. So reviews, strength increases. Check-in text messages are great as well. So if you send a text message to your clients after 7 days and you say, hey, how are you going? And they say, I'm going really great. I love Lisa. She's an awesome trainer. Boom, you've got a great little piece of social proof there. And the more, the better. The more you can layer this, the better. And you want everything. You don't just want before and afters. You want before and afters. You want video testimonials. You want reviews, you want text message check-ins, you want all of these things because it creates the story. And once you've got your proof, you want to get it everywhere. So you don't just put it in one spot, and you definitely don't leave it sitting on your phone or in your folder on your laptop. You want to put it on your website on the first page, or if you've got a sniper site because you're smart and you've listened to what I've taught you in this course, then you want to put it all the way throughout your page, and I'll show you some examples of that in a second. You want it on your opt-in pages. Okay, so your opt-in pages are for your lead magnets. You want it on your confirmation pages as well, so your thank you pages, where someone opts in on a confirmation page, they get that same social proof shown, and even on your booking pages. Global blocks work really well for this. So if you're in a page builder and you have the ability to create global blocks, create global blocks, that's a mouthful, for transformations. Then you can apply them to different pages, and you only need to edit it once in one place, and it updates everywhere. More on that in another video. Put this social proof in your email sequences, text messages that you send out to clients to confirm bookings. Put it on booking confirmation pages. Put it everywhere, literally everywhere. Put it in your welcome packs. Put it in your gym on a wall of fame. I learned this one from Metabolic Precision. I'm pretty sure it was Matt Wolfs who coined the term wall of fame. It might have been him, it might have been someone else. But a wall in your gym where you've got all your transformations up there helps not only when you bring a new person in to show them the type of results that you produce, but it also creates a cycle for members to see every single time they walk in, so they know they're in a place of transformation. They know that even though they might feel like they're going backwards and they're not going anywhere, there's someone here that has done what they want to do and they should stay here. Another benefit of having that wall is it creates a talking point and congruency. You know what people love? They love seeing a transformation photo in a Instagram story and then seeing the same Instagram story transformation photo put in an email, on a booking page, in a gym, because it is subconsciously self-confirming that they're in the right spot. They see, for example, Ruth's transformation on IG stories, and they see it again in an email confirmation after seeing it on a booking page that they opted in for, and then they'll see it on a wall in the gym, and they're like, oh, and it creates a talking point. So I saw Ruth's transformation. That's what brought me in here. Right. So it's really important that, back to the point of this slide, when you get your social proof together, whatever that social proof is, you absolutely put it in as many places as you can. So here we've got a global block that I was talking about earlier, and the stories are still short, a little bit more detailed, but very clearly, you know that this woman has 2 kids. You know that this woman, she's a night shift worker. You know that this woman has probably got a pretty busy life because she's in finance. Look, she's 50 years old as well. So as you get more and more advanced, you collect more and more of this social proof. The bonus tip here that I can give you is to group them in a category. So, for example, we've got 5. We've got teens, we've got 20s to 30s, we've got pregnant and postpartum, perimenopause, and menopause. So, imagine if you had Vicky in your postmenopause social proof. Every single woman that landed on your postmenopause opt-in page would see that this is a postmenopause transformation. Oh, and Helen's a postmenopause transformation as well. I relate more to Helen, not so much Vicky. Great, cool. This person can help me. So you can see how, when you really think about the customer journey, a lot of the selling can happen before they even walk in the doors. And when you have this dialed in as we do, you absolutely crush. Again, show your social proof everywhere. This is in a section where we've got our features in the gym. Our features are like evidence-based programming, nutrition that supports your biology, behavior science meets strength. Notice how I didn't put icons that showed a barbell with a strong arm. I didn't put a food icon here. I didn't put a brain icon for the behavior science, because it's really a stock standard approach to crafting your website. If you've got social proof, it will absolutely slay those icons, and it will really bring home the point that you know what you're talking about. All right. And here's an example of that post-menopause page global block that I've got set up for our website. We've got a video testimonial here. We've got some Google reviews, and up here, the before and after format, just like this page here or this page here. Yeah, is set up on this page right here. Okay, so let's recap this. It's been a bit of a longer lesson today. But if you remove all the emotion from business and you just look at the ones and the zeros, and you understand that people, when they buy, they go through this process of buying something, being without of something, which is the money in this case. And if they don't get something tangible back, like a pair of shoes or a dress that they've gone and paid for, they want certainty. In exchange, when you sell a service, people, they understand most of the time that they're not going to get anything tangible back straight away. But if you can give them certainty, they're going to be more likely to stay. Okay. So you are only worth what you can prove, and you have to prove it time and time and time again. If we go back to what I said in an earlier lesson, people are being sold to on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat, on Facebook, they're being sold to all of the time. And all it takes is a moment of doubt in their mind to listen to somebody else and not you. So you have to be on them all the time, sharing social proof as much as you can. So step one, capture as much social proof as you possibly can. If you can put systems in place that capture that social proof on a conveyor belt, do it. Okay. And that could be, well, it could mean planning photo shoots at the end of transformation challenges. It could mean getting trainers to take photos during classes. It could mean having an automated member check-in flow where you send a 7-day text message, a 30-day text message, and a 90-day text message asking how they are going at each point, so that when they send something back through, it's positive. You can take a snapshot of it. You can also ask them to leave a Google review. Uh, Having a system where you go in and you take some video testimonials. And once you've captured all of that social proof, put it everywhere. I cannot reiterate this enough. It should be like a minefield. Somebody inquiring should see nothing but proof at every single step. In fact, this is probably one of the biggest takeaways that I took from Alex Hormozi's Money Models presentation was most businesses fail in terms of making the sale because they don't have enough social proof, and they're not putting that social proof somewhere where it can be consumed. Because not everyone's going to scroll to the bottom of the page on the first opt-in page. They will need to be reminded to look at the social proof on the next page, and then in the email, and then on the wall when they get into your gym. Have that proof clearly visible, and make sure you point to it. Make sure if someone says something and you're like, oh, this is a similar problem to the person up there on the wall, stop the conversation there, go and point to the person on the wall and say, hey, this person had the same problem that you're talking about right now. They've been here for 12 months. Boom. Now you've got them thinking in their mind, it's going to take me about 12 months. So when they see the strength assessment card, it's going to take about 12 months. And when they see the 7-day emails that you send out to them, I haven't taught you this one yet, it's going to be reiterated in their brain that I'm going to be doing this for the long term. So I hope that was a valuable lesson for you. In the next lesson, I'm going to give you the trade secrets, what it takes to engineer a factory of transformations. Because here's the thing is, when we first started in this industry, it was very manual. It would take a lot of time, energy, and effort from myself, from my wife Megan, to work with clients to get them to transform. Not everyone transformed, and every time someone didn't transform, they quit before they reached their goal. It took a huge emotional toll. But if I can be completely honest with you right now, we have transformations that are just being generated effortlessly. Every 3 months, every 6 months, we get some great transformations come through. So where in the beginning, it would take 12 months and maybe we would get 2 or 3 great before and afters. Now we're getting them 2 or 3 every single 12-week block, which is really, really cool. And the only way to get to this point is to have leverage in your business, leverage where you are utilizing content, you're utilizing programs, you're utilizing automations, you're utilizing other people's time, aka trainers that you employ, to take your expertise and deliver it without your energy, effort, or emotional connection. So, if that sounds like a valuable lesson, keep an eye out for that one. Like, subscribe, comment. This is how you can give back to me. I'm giving you away 16 years of transformation secrets of running a fitness business that actually produces great results and is a pleasure to run and to have as your own business. So all I ask in return is that you just share this with someone who might need to listen to this, who would gain some value from this, and help the algorithm. But that is it from me today. I hope that was a valuable lesson, and I'll see you on the next one.